mysterious stranger. Hello? Anyone there yet? Maybe I gave bad directions. Hello? Anybody? Oh, wonderful. I was getting worried. So, this door isn't intended for easy access, so it'll require joint authorization. I'm on this side and authorized. You're on that side and not authorized. But no worries. I've got a plan. All of just need to get a hold of members of the vault and should have authorization. So, this door isn't intended. I'm on this side and authorized. All of the lost were once members of the vault and should have authorization. You just need to get a hold of a hand. That's right. Just scan the hand once you've got. Time's a ticking. Top to anyway. I gotta run.
You're here, and you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough. Ah, good. Well, bit of a downer, actually. Got my hopes up for a second, but I digress. Anyway, I'm Hilda Stoltz. Hi. I'm head of the organic sector, which is exactly where I'm about to run off to. But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo is very eager to meet you. Just down the hall. Overseer's office, as he is the overseer. Oh, and I've disabled the two-step lock, so coming and going should be easier now. Anyway, like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the hall. Toodaloo!
Willkommen, bitte komm rein. My niece told me to expect you, and do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outside? Do you? You don't say. Do I act as one, though? No. Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've... Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? How grand. A colleague from another paradise below the ground. Vault 76, I take it? What a pleasant surprise. Wunderbar. We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with... No catch. Just... opportunity. As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. Less stormy days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit... If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind. Fantastisch. I'm pleased to hear it. Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stoltz, overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business from the world of yore. Founder and CEO of Stoltz Enterprises, respected member of Vault-Tech's board of directors, and overall international man of mystery. Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our, let's say, outside consultant. Yes, that'll do perfectly. Oh, please. Hugo is just fine. Now, I'm sure you have many questions. I would expect no less, but I promise your first task will help you answer much. Speak with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me his latest situation report. I'd like to have him vet you a bit before we proceed any further. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it. Huh. You'll do.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here. Ah, the one from outside. How's the storm? Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here. How's it going out there, Wendy? Harris? It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
As if things weren't bad enough. Now I have to keep an eye on an outsider. Been expecting you. James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63, formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider? And you were able to dispose of them? Interesting. Must mean you have some combat training. That could be helpful. Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you can fill me in on your history. You do seem fit to fight, at least. But that's not really an answer to my question. I won't fault you for a lie by omission, though. You seem eager and able enough. I've already been made aware that you're a dweller from Vault 76. Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival and filled me in on the situation. Sorry for the test, but wanted to see how you'd present yourself. I appreciate your attempt to take this seriously, but I won't say I don't have my doubts. Let's see how this plays out, though. Here's my status report for Mr. Stoltz. You're dismissed.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. Need something? There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened. I miss research, science, and discoveries, and news. Screw it. Vault 60 lasted this long. No reason to think it
You've returned. Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you. Tell me, are we our brains?
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
Yes, precisely. But is that not just scratching the surface? Consciousness, perception, to take the observable world and sculpt from it, and in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist? Of course. I apologize. You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind. Born that way. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see the world. Well, perhaps it's more accurate to say, I feel the world. Pulses of electricity. Waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This world I see, I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before. But others were lost to it, and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded. Well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so. A scientist, are you? Just like my Audrey and little Hilda. We are unsure of why, but we suspect that my condition may have mutated differently than others. Perhaps it was my proximity to... Oh, never mind, B. This sort of talk is dread. All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. Thank you. Let's discuss next steps. There's two. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you on board. Willkommen im Team, mein Freund. The early bird catches the worm.